I moved into the apartment because it was cheap and quiet. A little too quiet, actually. The landlord mentioned the last tenant left in a hurry, but he didn't say why. I didn't ask. Silence was exactly what I needed. The first night, though, something felt off. When I killed the lights and got into bed, the floor underneath started making this weird sound. It wasn't the usual creaks of an old building. It was a soft, slow clicking, deliberate, like someone was tapping their fingernails on the wood from below. I tried to brush it off. Hypes, settling foundation, whatever. But the sound only started when I was lying down. If I got up, it stopped. The second I lay back down, it would start again. 3 clicks. A short pause, then 3 more clicks. The second night, I heard breathing. It definitely wasn't mine. It came from under the floor, right beneath my chest. Deep, controlled breaths, like something was trying to stay hidden. I just lay there, frozen, staring at the ceiling, trying to keep my own breathing steady so I wouldn't lose my mind. That's when I felt it. The floor vibrated. Just a tiny bit. Not enough to shake the room, but just enough to feel a shift in pressure. Like weight moving around right under me. Whatever was down there, it knew my exact position. I didn't get a second of sleep that night. The next morning, I went online and looked up the building's records. No basement, no crawl space. According to the official plans, there was nothing but solid concrete foundation under my room. That night, the clicking came back, but it was closer, faster. The pattern was different now. 5 clicks, a pause, then one long, drawn-out scraping sound. It sounded exactly like nails being dragged across the underside of the floorboards. Then the whisper started. It wasn't a voice I recognized. At first, it wasn't even words, just breath shaped into sounds. A dry, thin whisper that slithered around the room, repeating the same broken syllable. Then the most terrifying realization hit me. The whisper was mimicking my breathing. When I inhaled, it inhaled. When I held my breath, it went silent. On the 4th night, I dropped my phone. It slipped out of my hand and hit the floor with a loud thud. The sound echoed in the dead quiet. And from beneath the floor, something answered. A single, sharp knock, perfectly timed, directly under the spot where my phone had landed. That was it. I didn't pack a single thing. I didn't even turn off the lights. I just ran out and didn't come back until the sun was up. When I returned with a friend, everything looked completely normal. Silent, empty. But when I reached down, the floorboards under my bed were warm to the touch. That night, I stayed awake with every light in the apartment blazing. At exactly 3:17 a.m., the whisper spoke its first clear word. Move! I didn't. The floor groaned in response. A long crack split across the wood, starting from the center of the room and spreading outwards. Dust filled the air, and then came the smell damp earth and something ancient. Something that had been trapped for a very long time. Then, fingers pushed through the splintered wood. Gray fingers, with way too many joints. The nails were worn flat, as if they'd been scraping for centuries. The hand bent upwards at an unnatural angle, forcing its way through the floor. I screamed. The whisper changed its tone. It was calm. Patient. I waited. You lie so still. More hands appeared. Then arms. A full shape began to press upwards from below, stretching the hole wider and wider. It had learned the shape of my body. It knew where my chest was, where my head rested, where my spine curved against the mattress. It wasn't trying to attack me. It was trying to replace me. I ran as the floor behind me collapsed. Wood shattered, and the whole apartment shook. I never looked back. The building was condemned 2 weeks later. The official report said the foundation was unstable. They sealed the whole place off. But sometimes, even now, when I lie in bed at night, I hear it. A faint clicking from beneath me. 3 clicks. A pause, and a whisper that breathes right along with me.